My room looks big. Hey. Make sure it's turned up. Yeah. Okay, now where's the chat at? Uh-huh. Hey, Dan. You doing good? Hello, Penny. Just wait for some people to get in here because I want to explain how I'm going to pay it back. Hello, Crystal. Hey. Hi. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Irvin. Hello, gorgeous. Hello. Miss Cindy's in the house. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to do cards, but hello, Ola. Mwah. But I'm here to make the announcement on how, if you want to get in on the, hey JT, in on the chance to have the free soul reading with me for giving me the subscribers, then this is the place to be. And I'm going to explain to you how to do it. 1 second, I'll shut the door because the children's around. Ooh. We've got 12 in here. 6 likes, 222 on the clock. Thank you, my darling. All right, let's see if I can do this thing. Hey, honeybee. Thank you for being here. My first official live on Facebook, on YouTube. Where did Facebook come from? I don't even have Facebook. Hello. We have 13 up in here. Miss Cindy's got her first wrench. We have a mod. We have a mod. We have a mod. It's celebration time around here. As soon as I go off from here, me and my daughter, we've got a little rendezvous with somebody named Jack Daniels. Don't know if you know him. Or apparently he's quite stocky. He's got a beautiful taste going on. Bit of a bourbon. Thank you. The extra glam is all for celebrationary reasons. It's been a long time since I've had something to celebrate. It looks like I've got no clothes on. I have. Let me just pull my top up. Yeah. I have a long floor length dress on. It just doesn't seem like there's much of here. People be coming and thinking it's the wrong kind of video. I'm glad you do. Is it a good night to have around? Good man to have around for the night? Celebration, high vibing we are. We're going to celebrate all of you doing this, and I'm going to give something back. I can't really see, I can only see the comments one at a time when they're coming in, but I will get used to it. Thank you, honeybee. It helps when you make a bit of effort, and I do have some extra lineage on the eyelashes today. Yes, I nearly glued my eye together, but we got there. No doubt later on. Hello, old and newbies. Yes. Hello, newbies. Without you, I wouldn't be here. And my faithfuls. Celebrate good times. Come on. Do, 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 do. Woohoo. Yes, we got the first live legally through YouTube. Not one of those apps that's got a big square thing so you can't see me. Hello, Sabrina. Thank you for being here. There's a party going on right here. the celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good vibes and your laughter too. We're gonna have a celebrate, come party with you. Come on now. My daughter's coming and she's bringing my friend Jack. Hello, all you beautiful people. Love you all. Oh, Ola. Special lady there. Special lady. Been with me for a long time. Long time. We have, look at the likes going up. We've got 16 people in 11 likes. That's freaking fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. So I want to pay things back. Hard work does pay off. It's been a journey, but it's been the journey that I needed to go on. Thank you. It's really irritating because I'm on there and I'm like this. Look, I need to look through. I need my readers on the best of times. I need my readers on the best of times. But I can't wear them when I've got these eyelashes on. I'll be like this. I'll be fluttering. Welcome to the family. This is a family unit here. Actually, where's Shirley? Shirley, can you comment again so I can give you a wrench, please, my sweetie? You've been with me since day one. And you, Ola, so I can give you one. If you comment, so I can give you a wrench. Just so I've got a few people that I can rely on. And you, Miss Honeybee, you've been with me a while. Here we go. Here you go. Here we go. There we go. That's it. Some of my originals, some of my OGs. Yes. So the reason I've called this live today, it wasn't to do messages other than to give you my message of appreciation of 14 likes, 14 people in the house. That's what we want, of appreciation and thank you. And in return, I am going to give one of my subscribers a free 1 hour complete soul reading. Whether you want to, we're going to go deep into what you need to see. We need to, I'm a shadow worker, so we're going to go into those shadows. We're going to dig and we're going to dig deep, and then you can have some guidance on where you can go. I will help you out of that situation. And also anybody who has a reading with me always gets a backup service. So that means I will give you a way to contact me, and anything that happens over the next few weeks that you're unsure about or how to really deal with things, I'm here for you. It isn't just about a reading on the day. I'll go further than that. So you will get that as well, whether that's my personal WhatsApp, whether that's Instagram Messenger, whether it's my email address, whatever it is, I will give you a way to get into me. So the way I'm going to do it is when the live has ended, unless I don't know if you can do, no, not the live chat, that's going to be too complicated. So when the live has ended, all of those that have watched that want that free reading or a chance to get on the free reading, all you have to do is comment hey underneath the reading, underneath in the normal comment section when it's gone to main Facebook, not onto the live chat. And I will put a number underneath every person's name. And in 48 hours, I will come back here and live on here in 2 days. So I'll come and do a live. I will do a reading then as well. I may even come back tomorrow and do a reading because tomorrow's the 12/21 portal. That's going to be a big one. Then what we're going to do is I am going to do a what you call a number generator, and whatever number that generates out of the app, that with the software, whatever that number is, that person gets the free reading, and with all the trimmings that go to with it. So you've got me not just for the reading, but you've got me for like 2 weeks afterwards, just to help you through the hardest part of whatever you've heard from the reading. Sometimes you have to, go back in, and you might need some guidance, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you release the shadow side. I'm here to help you grow you for you. That is what I'm here for. So keep going with the likes, keep going with the thumbs up, and that's what we're here for. We're here to give it back, pay it back. Soul healing starts with you. and I'm here to help you. Yeah, Miss Cindy's an amazing woman, amazing. And every day we learn. Every day we're on that path. Every day, you never stop healing. Anybody who says has stopped healing has just given up, or has got an ego boost bigger than what they should have. Healing never stops. You'll never overcome every part of yourself. There's always another shadow side that turns up. You can never run from your shadow when the sun's out. You can never run from your shadow within either. You can learn and it gets easier, but the cycle will always come back round, even if it's just to pop up and say, are you still there? Do you still realize what's going on? So shadow readings for me, especially the soul healing ones, are very true to who I am. And that is, you're going to start seeing the inner workings of how I work. Yes. Once this now that we've got the live going on, I will be doing more of the healing reads. I will do, I may even do pick somebody on a live, and I'll do a few cards reading for each individual person, rather than, I don't like the pick of cards. I don't like all of that. That's fine for everybody else. It doesn't work for me. I used to do this on my Instagram. I used to say, okay, anybody want anything? And the name would pop up, yes, me. And I would throw some cards down and I would let you know, or if there's any messages that I'm getting through, especially when you get to know your crowd, you start generating the airwaves. It's kind of like tuning in. How I work is, oh, thank you. The way I do it is kind of like a radio tune. The more I kind of figure out who my audience is, then I can fine tune. And that's what I used to do on Instagram. And I would tune into your radio waves and I would pick things up. I've had all sorts of things, whether it's songs that have resonated, that have come through, ended up being people's wedding songs, or I've had a vision come through about a holiday for one of my people. Yes, it's a very, very deep reading. It's something that you will, once you see it, you can't unsee it, but it's tuned, and that's exactly what I see. I feel it as like I'm tuning into the energy, and the more people that come into the lives, the more I'll pick up on the energy, and then one day, boom. I don't see myself as a clairvoyant or a medium, but I do have the capacity in those connecting readings to pick up on people. I have picked up on people. I have said names and I have given descriptions of things. It just depends on how I can tune into your energy, how open you are to be tuned into. If your radio signal's turned off over there, mine's on, I'm not going to pick up your waves. I need to be able to pick up the waves. And that is full intuition, exactly. And this is how I work. This is how I'm going to show you how I relieve my dark side, and still working with it on a daily, but my dark side is more noticeable to me. I'm very self-accountable, and that's one of the greatest things of all. Yes. Sending peace and love to all. That is all we want. The vibration of this earth has to be raised now. Like now. We are in a very pinnacle moment. We are we're pinnacle moment. Things are happening when you connect. Listen, when you connect to the divine, then you also connect to I can't say the word, that one, and astrological goings on. People who read the cards, when you're in tune to yourself, which is your intuitive side, you connect all of those different elements, clairvoyance, clairessence, all of them kind of come in, and how you see them and how you dissect them and how you understand them and how you read them gives out a better energy reading. That's what I do. I'm tuning in. I don't want to know what you're here for, as in like what you've got going on. I never ask you anything about your past. It's not very often I ever ask you even your star sign. The only reason I would ask a star sign is if it was like a birthday reading or something along that way. And at the moment, the earth is in such a fluctuating state. We have to now take notice by raising the vibration of people's intuition to look and not listen with their eyes, the way we have been with the telly and all this bullshit that's going on. We will have an intuitive way of thinking, that isn't right. And standing up for your belief systems is going to pay big dividend. Okay, so I did call months ago. The 18th was going to be a big, massive turnaround. For me, it was. The next day that we've got coming in, where it's going to, we've got 4 weeks. I'm not going to lie to you. I've looked at the astrological charts, what's coming in, what the Capricorn's coming in, how it's going to move, how it's going to equate round. On the 18th, just before we hit Aquarius season, the 18th of January is going to be monumental. Okay, we have 4 weeks here to try and help as many people see the truth in the people around them, whether that's just the people within their own self, whether that is people of government, of whatever it is. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to get banned before we've even started here. But there's going to be a big, massive opportunity to uplift and shift the vibration. Like, almost a vortex is there. But if the amount of people that are there to jump through that as a whole collective isn't in alignment, we're going to have to wait a bit longer. Exactly. Symptoms are very, very strong at the moment. So you could be having a lot of tummy aches. This could last for, like I say, for the next 4 weeks. Headaches, non-sleeping, migraine energy. And there's nothing wrong with taking time out from the outside. And in a way, if we do go into lockdown, which is most likely going to happen, this is a way for you to take advantage of that. Because whilst you're in that lockdown, you can really tap in and tune into your own energy with the outside not being able to get in and infiltrate you. So therefore, if we can really all get together and use the form we've got, which is YouTube right now, and not listen to the news, not pay attention to those companies that are paying or getting paid to say what they're saying, and we can work together as a united nation of the world, of a human race, of a spiritual collective, we can shift paradigms. And I mean, seriously, I've watched, listen, I was watching, I will put a link up, or I'll share it on my community page. There was a lady who was doing astrology. I've been watching her for the last 1.5 years. Anytime this woman has spoke about the shifting and changes, she's been bang on point. She's also talked about there was going to be floods, waters coming in. When you have waters come in, that's an emotional imbalance. I had a leak in the house, and there's emotional pent up emotions. There's like emotions pent up to those kind of situations that come in. These are all coming. So when the floods come in, it's emotional, it's attached to emotion. Rather than being blindsided by what has happened, we have to understand that that is the earth's way of waking you up. But if you take what is on board on the TVs and all this crap that's going on, you don't necessarily follow your own internal clock. Allow what's coming, process it, but then let it go. This is the time of really absorbing your own internal radio station and tuning into what is really, really happening, not what you're being told is happening. So many countries are losing their freedom right now, and I bless anybody who's in Australia right now, because it doesn't look very promising. The masks and the zips have already been started to, be turned on. It very much looks like the Chinese state right now, where you haven't got freedom, you don't have an individuality, you have to be governed and processed, and nah. The land, when it started, however you believe it started, I believe in Gaia, and that way it came, was free. We was all human, free sovereigns. And some big fat cat decided to come in, segregate different areas to create war zones, so we didn't really see what was going on above. There is no difference from one. Take the walls down, and that's what we're doing. We need to take the walls down in ourselves, in our defenses, in our shadow side, and also take the walls down in humanity along the planet. We live on the same planet. There is no difference. There should not be the divide that there is. The divide has come from the people above. Why? Because they know that by dividing us, they can make us argue and fight against each other. They are not on the same page. Exactly. And we have to be on the same page as each other, as a collective, and the vibration is going to lift. We can crack a system that for the last 400 years has been putting us into a lockdown situation. You think lockdown has only just happened? You ain't got that much intuitive nature from what has been going on, because it's been hidden, and it had to be hidden until we stamped our feet and allowed it to be coming through. At the moment, lots of whistleblowers are coming through on things that are happening last year, the year before. And that's okay. You can't believe also what's in the newspaper to a degree. And I also understand that. It's media. We don't align with what goes on over there. But we see this. We're living this. We understand this. We are all in the situation where we are going to be impoverished and enslaved to a system that is saying they're doing it for our own benefit. How the hell can anybody be in the situation of having a freedom state but made unmandatory to do it? How? You shouldn't have to be forced. How can you, in America, you're allowed to, freedom of speech, you're allowed to carry a weapon. Do you think that they're going to be able to come over and say, not only are you going to be locked down, but you have to have an injection, whether you like it or not. And if you don't, you can't go into shops. What part of freedom is that? If the injection is that good and the vaccination does what it does, me not having it has no effect on you. It isn't about the effect of the injection, it's to make everybody have the injection. We need to really look at what's going on. We are here to really open up your own viewpoint without listening to anybody outside circle. And that starts with looking within. How can you see the corruption, what's going on outside in the world, if you cannot see the corruption that you have been systemically inbred, that you have been fed, that's within you? The second you see the truth within you and you release those, you can then help vibrate that outwards, and you will see the truth in other aspects of the world, in your life, in any kind of paradigm that you want to look in. This is all to do with you. When you open up yourself, you then have eyes that can see. Not necessarily what they are showing you. Just because somebody doesn't show you what is going on doesn't mean you don't have the eyes to see what's going on. And that is why I'm here. We have to awaken. And if I can awaken one more soul, even every single day, give somebody that, well, actually, that makes a bit of sense there. For all these years, I thought I was, the victim. When I start looking in myself, I realise, actually, I'm a bit toxic, and I have put myself in these situations. I've always blamed these so-called toxic men or toxic women. Well, if you didn't put out a toxic bait, you wouldn't have attracted them, because you're aligning to them people. When you take self-accountability, you can break out of the curses, out of the generational cycles. And this is how we can then break the same generational cycles from above, from the elite, from those who have run the country with money and power and not for what is best. Exactly. Taking responsibility is the first lesson in how to help yourself heal yourself. Taking accountability is a massive thing that humans haven't got the nature to do, because for years we were shamed for making mistakes. So it's easier to put the skeletons in the closet. Well, now it's time for the skeletons to come out. The skeletons are going to come out. The closets are open, and it won't be long before all them bones fall. And this is going to be in every nation, in every paradigm, in every government establishment, whether it's from the monarch, whether it's from government, whether it's from politicians, whether it's from health advisors, whether it's from the paedophilia ring that's been going around the world for years and years. All of this is connected to your awakening. There is no coincidences out there, and we are not given this opportunity to raise the vibration right now by coincidence. We had to be in this alignment to what the earth and the universe is trying to give us. It's giving us a a key access to what the fuck has been going on in your life for the last 3, 4, 5 generations that's put you where you are. And the same with a system. It is all connected, every single one. Years ago, doctors used to have that God mentality, like nobody ever questioned a doctor, nobody whistleblowed, and if you did, you were seen as corrupt and wrong. The same has been with the government. People are now standing up to those institutions, and you have to stand up to yourself. It's exactly the same alignment. Being in alignment will create so much more passion and future growth than sitting in something going, well, it worked for me dad, it worked for me mum. Back in the 1960s, we all had the injection back then. Yeah, well, back then we didn't have probably toilets that flush properly inside the house. They didn't have things like sanitizing hand wash. So things and diseases were created because the planet wasn't it wasn't able to fight them generally. We have so much things in place now. We don't have to go that far. And why the hell would anybody want to go and put something in their body that's going to stop your immune system working when you was born with an immune system that bloody worked anyway? What is the mind mentality that tells you you have hand sanitizer, use your hands? For years, the flu killed thousands, millions over the years. Flu. Does it kill many people now? Unless you have an already existing illness or you're already really frail, it doesn't kill you unless you're very old or susceptible or vulnerable. So why would you want to give the whole world and the nation a flu vaccine when we have natural antibodies and hand soap and sanitizer and an understanding of how germs transmute between one person and another? A tissue putting over your face, coughing, throwing the tissue away, not using the old handkerchiefs that they had in their pocket, sniffing, coughing in it, and then, wiping your child's mouth. Why? Because we didn't have an open mind back then of understanding of what germs were. So now we have the ability to say we can get somewhere in life by using our own common sense. Common sense is the key. And when you have common sense aligned with intuition, you will have so much more ability to cope in these darker situations. Well, imagine all these years, for as much as we've known about physical health, only recently has mental health been come to the forefront. That is the same disease they've been breeding into your brain. The same way that they try and influence you. They are trying to make people suppressed, depressed, suppressed, depressed. Why? Because a depressed person is more likely to go to a doctor's and the doctor say, oh, well, we can see you if you've got your jab, or, this is really going to help you because, you need this. And then afterwards you say to them, okay, well, I feel really crappy. I've had this injection. Oh, well, maybe because your immune system's like, they haven't got a longevity of understanding what they're putting into you and what are the side effects. That to me is dangerous. Dangerous. You can't play with your life. So the second you start aligning and realizing who you are, and you are that sovereign being that you was born to be, but you've just been shielded with a plastic bag with a little viewpoint that's got very, very tunnel vision, and everything that tunnel vision's been seen has been relayed to you through a television. The mask has to come off, and you have to start looking around and really taking note of what is going on, because that's the moment that you wake up and see what is really happening. It is an extremely dangerous situation to be in at this time and believing everything the government's saying. For years, they've never done us right in politics. They've never done us right in the medical field. Well, not never, that's an exaggeration, but they don't whistleblow. And you see, when there is no regulation, that is when shit can happen. Everything has to be regulated, and it starts with regulating yourself. I'm not saying that the virus isn't here and it's not real. I'm not a scientist. I'm not here for that. I have a knowledgeable understanding. I'm an Aquarian. I work from logic. Logic If it doesn't sit right, it's because it isn't right. If you cannot give me the answers to the questions, then the question for me is still valid and I will still keep going forward, and I will not make a decision on a question that cannot be answered. And if you cannot answer what's going to happen tomorrow, why am I going to be worried about having something today I haven't got? I'll worry about it when I get there. That's my opinion. That's my personal opinion. Disclaimer, I'm not pushing my views on anybody. I am simply saying there is a way to wake up. And by waking up yourself, you see the wake up in everybody else that hasn't. And you see how this transpires. So by me giving you these readings, by us readers that are in alignment to what's going on and really working from an intuitive base, not just from a book or just their own way of doing things without being connected to the collective, they are going to be like, oh, well, I don't need to worry about that. You know, don't focus. If you're not focusing on it and you're not looking at it, you're ignorant to it. You have to look at what's been going on. See it, take it on board. Don't let it phase you, but put it to a side and know, okay, I have those warnings. By not looking at it, not focusing on it, and not being even relatively wanting to absorb anything that's going on, you're being ignorant to a situation. Do you not think this world has been ignorant to many things for many and many years? Exactly. There is nobody that knows your body better than you. I go to the doctor doesn't diagnose. I go to the doctor, this is my ailment, this is what's going on. There is 2 or 3 things that are going on because I've got a bone condition, I've got internal things that are going on. My doctor says to me, what do you need? This is a doctor who's been, I've never been to medical school. My doctor doesn't know how to help me, but he knows I know my body. So when I go there, I say, tell me what you need. I tell him what I need, and then he goes in his book and he'll have a look. Okay, that's for that, that's for that. These are the possible side effects, but this is going to work better. To the point where I stopped going to the doctors, because what I was going in there for was not as bad as the side effects I could have been affected by the amount of medication that he wanted to give me to cure what he didn't even know what I self-cured. Just that understanding and just that realization kind of made me have absolutely no trust in the medical field when it come to medicating. And I've always had that standpoint from when my children were little. It wasn't something that I've self-accepted. It was something I've took on for a long, long time. This is all about the healing of the planet, healing of your soul, healing of everything, to lift the vibration, to wash away those people, to bring it all down, to crumble the things that have been going on for so long without pulling you in. We really need to open up, and that's why I'm here. This is why I'm here. So I've been talking now for half an hour after thinking I was going to be on it for 5 minutes because I went on a tangent. Why? Because I can. Why? Because that's my belief system. Why? Because that is why I want people to open up your soul. When you can self-regulate, when you can take self-accountability, you will hold other people up into the same alignment. So if I'm aligned and I can see my truth and I'm taking accountability for me, I understand in the past what I knew was not right at the time. It was right for then. It is not right for now. Then why are you going to accept something that you can see is incorrect just because they're telling you you have to do it? If you are being told you have to do it, told you have to toe the line, then it is not a free choice anymore. You are the only ones that is the key. You hold the key to your own destiny. And this is what I want to do. Open up your understanding of where you've come from, where you can go, and then hopefully we can all vibrate higher. And when the time comes for us all to stand and unite and say, I'm not doing this, I'm not following your conformative ways, I'm not following anything that you're saying, I've got my tribe, I don't care where they are. The vibration of us is not one that's going to rebel against ourselves anymore. We're going to rebel in solid union against the conformators that are trying to make us conform to their crap. They always say you can knock one person down, but when they have an army of people behind them, it's a force you have to reckon with. whether they want to or not. Things can change, and it did in India. I mean, look how so many people think India's this third world country. Do you know they stood up? They had rallies, very, very peaceful rallies, non-violent, non-pushy, but with passion, with pride. All over the world, these farmers, they went into this protest, and people stood behind them. They stood next to them. They have managed to now get a legislation taken into the courts. Whether it's changed or not completely, I haven't really caught up, but I know that that impact has changed something that nobody ever thought was possible. They are here to work for you. You put them in power. They are working for you. So why are they going to do something that is not going to get them where they want to be? We have exactly strength in numbers. Exactly. We have to stand together. Stand together, divided we fall. If we divide, we're never going to have the freedom that we want. We have to stand together, and standing together means self-regulation, and it starts with one. It starts with self. You cannot fight for the justice and the rights of other people when you haven't fought for the justice of your own self. And that's what we're here for. Right. I think I'm going to leave it there. I've gone on a tangent. People are going to be like, look at that, talking about politics. No, I'm not. I'm talking about an awakening. And it just so happens that politics bullshit has been dragged in, because that is part of the awakening that the universe has to, is showing us has to be woken up here. Don't believe me? I'll share the link on my community page with a world-renowned astrologer. She knows her bullshit. She knows her shit. And it all aligns with exactly with a correlation of these cycles and the moon cycles. It is all in alignment, the same as the tarot relies on and relates to the astrology. That's why you do. If not, then why the hell do we do star signs? That's because it's connected. Astrology is connected to what the universe is going to do with cycles and breaking things down. This woman knows her shit. I've been watching her. I don't know it as good as she, but I know what I know, and what I don't know, I will learn. And that's how it goes. Today, what I'm learning, I know what I know, and that's it. Every day is a learning. Every day you learn. Every day I get on there. Every day I listen to the podcast with these people that really know what they're going through. Learning, knowledge is power. They don't want us to have the knowledge of these things they've been doing, because the second they give us that knowledge, we have the power to bring them down. The second you have the knowledge how to fix yourself, you're going to empower yourself to get better. This is all in alignment. We are universal souls connected together, and we have to now work together. Well, that's me. I'm done. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all my beautiful souls. And thank you to my new mods. Welcome to the Tattoo Twin Tarot family. And I will be back. If I'm not back tomorrow, and I will be back tomorrow because it's the 21st. And I want to do a 21st, 12, 21 portal reading, whatever that will be. But I will be back in 48 hours from now. So I say 10 p.m. Wherever you are now, add an hour on. So it's 10 p.m. Whatever we are, that will be roughly the time. And I will be back to announce the winner. And I will see you then. Thank you for listening to me. Have a wonderful evening, day, morning. Go and live your life. Have a happy, happy day. Don't worry about the TV. Throw it out the fucking window if you have to. But there you go. Don't throw away YouTube. Otherwise, you're not going to hear it. Okay. Speak to you soon. Love you all. Love you, my darling. Yes, we are more than gods, because the cars didn't come out today. Ooh, ha.